Krieger's tired of running back and forth. Saving everyone. A big metal ambulance.
Should get you a siren.
He is the siren.
Come on.
The waveform on all of that, by the way, looks really cool. Looks like an arrowhead. It's super great.
How about Harsk? How's Harsk doing?
Arskis, alright, so after the first death, it was very, very harsh for Arsk, and, he was dealing with a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
This time, it's less big of a deal for him, but it still has him shaking a little bit.
Sure. And how about Captain Eyesight?
Well, he's pretty fucking freaked right now, actually.
Yeah.
Everything was going great. It's like, yeah, we got this. And then a bunch of shit showed up, and I was like, fuck, we don't got this. And, yeah, I mean, I absolutely want to, help out and fucking destroy this big evil thing. But at the same time, I don't want to do it in the form of, losing everybody. Especially not Harsk again. It just got him back. It's And he is contemplating, weighing his conscience on, I can only take 3 fucking people with me. For my ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card, I can take 3 people. Yeah, that really sucks. So...
It does really suck.
It does really suck.
Yeah.
Also, he's also feeling guilty of the fact that it's hey, we found Jeremiah's sister, and hey, we're gonna free you. Yeah, actually, I'm immediately gonna bail, and you're probably gonna die horribly now. If I leave...
I'm gonna cause a whole bunch of shit to happen,
right?
And then...
I'm just gonna fucking poke the bee's nest, and then I'm gonna bail. Have fun with that. I'm here because of your brother. Also, I'm an asshole. Your brother didn't like me. Bye! Shit. This didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but, yeah. So...
Love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, Mird's got a lot of shit swirling around in his head.
Cool.
And he can't see. So.
That's true. So, with that, we reopen back in the hangar bay. Everyone is crowded around the statue of Todd, who's not named Tor. I don't know why I keep crossing those streams, but his name is Todd. He's a very large man, and his name ends with a D. But, yeah, you guys are all kind of gathered around, trying to regroup, recuperate, sort out what the hell you're doing next. When it's time for perception check.
Ooh, that's a good fucking roll.
Bear with me.
Let's see. Perception.
13.
Okay.
30.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Your senses are heightening.
Right? That's a really good roll for a blind guy. Haven't seen a good roll like that from a blind guy since Shock was here.
Just reminds me of Spaceballs. We ain't found shit.
That's exactly what Mird's doing right now for that perception roll. It's fuck it. Shock could do this. Shock did this shit all the time. Come
19.
on.
Shock through the heart.
Oh, wait, no, 23.
Nice, even better. So,
22, I can't count.
That's okay. You guys hear a quick sound, and you look over and you see a puff of green smoke that seems to reach out and grab Todd around the stomach. And incredibly rapidly, there's another sound. But you can see Todd kind of dissolve from where the tendrils wrapped around his stomach. He seems to half dissolve, half evaporate in a sickly green mist. And he's gone. Lyra doesn't seem to notice as she's tending to some wounded slaves with her healing abilities.
Good for her.
What the fuck?
Ugly women make the best.
Actually, wait,
nurses.
I didn't notice that at all, did I?
You totally did. You heard a and you no longer hear Todd clanking around. Well, thumping around. But you.
There's
Gregor,
only 3 of us now.
what the fuck was that noise?
It's Todd. See?
No, I don't see.
Why not?
Where's Todd?
To be fair, you are still wearing your goggles.
So,
So he can't. There's something visibly fucked up with your eyes.
well, yeah, but I yelled last time that I couldn't see.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. What the fuck? What do you mean, Todd? Where's Todd?
He's over there.
Okay.
He's at the hangar. Not wrong.
But he's not.
Give me a bluff check. Because he's not there.
He's gone.
He's not?
No, like I said, he evaporated.
He disappeared.
18.
Sense motive check.
I fucking hate you, Greg.
No, he's still right over there.
I could never fucking. I have 13.
He's like way over there.
Way over there, though.
He's trapped. He's gone.
Alright, as long as everybody's here, that's fine.
No,
So-
he's gone.
You just said he was here!
I lean
I
over
said
to
he's way over
I
there.
whispered to Mir, he's not here. He's not here.
Fuck, where did he go? What happened?
He disappeared. I don't know.
Fuck! Oh god, this is getting worse. It's getting worse and worse.
But hey, you can take 3 people.
Did you see anything?
Oh shit.
So what's the plan?
Wait, so he just disappeared. Did we see like any remnants of like the green smoke or anything?
There
like,
is
going
a
in
puff
direction?
of green smoke that apparates. It seems to wrap around him and then evaporates just as quickly. And takes Todd with.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay guys, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I can't fucking see. I'm getting low on spells, and we're like, I mean, we've got a whole fucking ship to fight yet. Am I the only one who wants to leave?
Yes.
I'm not. Yeah, no. There is 3 of us.
Harsh, what do you want to leave?
I don't want Toad to die. Like I'm determined, but I am also almost dead.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know where Toad is. I can't.
We have to find Toad.
There's nothing saying that Toad's here. What would have grabbed Toad?
The plant-like creature?
But it's a green. It was a green smoke, right? That just grabbed him and he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been anything.
Yeah.
Literally anything.
Can I do like? Shit, I can't. I can't do anything to like scan for Toad.
This
Ooh.
is real hard.
Magic, or well,
Message.
it doesn't have that long of a range, but this message is still up. Can I just point in random directions and see if I get Toad?
You certainly can.
All right, I'm gonna Toad.
You get no response.
So
Toad. Fuck, guys, I don't have him anywhere. Like, I'm not getting anything here. I don't think he's on the ship anymore. Like, what are the odds that somebody would show up just to grab him out of nowhere? Also, they would need to know where he was in the first place.
So they have to be around
You
here
know-
somewhere.
Hars just realizes how little he actually knows about Toad.
I just suddenly realized that I don't care about this person, and we should go.
It's like no, like who would be chasing him? Who would just take Toad?
Where did he
like
come
this?
Where did he go?
This is one of his people's like weird rituals or whatever.
Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Cotton Eye Toad. Guys, I don't think we're not gonna win this. And I only have one real guaranteed way to get us out of here, and it's not back to fucking town.
Alright.
What?
Did we
What was the town we just came from?
Bastion.
Bastion. I can't get us back to Bastion for sure. I can't. I don't know the place well enough. There's nowhere there that I'm familiar enough for me to almost guarantee us getting back. There's one place I could get us back
You
to.
did sleep in that camp. You spent enough time at that camp, you would be able to teleport to that town.
Okay.
What about or Krieger's bakery?
The bakery you could also teleport to. You had enough knowledge and enough time there to kind of...
Okay, I could consider that maybe like a home-like place because I was there
Not
long
home,
enough.
but it's familiar.
Okay. I want the greatest chance of us not ending up in a fucking rock, though.
It's a very low chance.
Yes, but
You two have
but
to
in
heal
our
up.
odds, it's very high chance.
You have to heal up.
I do. I need to
We
heal.
have to rescue Toad.
We do need to rescue Toad, but there's no guarantee
Yeah,
he's still on the ship.
Nobody left behind.
What if he's left?
Intimidate check.
If you want to.
We're not leaving Toad. As I yell out vocally.
You might not be leaving Toad.
So-
I think
30.
yeah, it'd be better to go and regroup someplace and heal up and whatnot. First, and so then we are better suited to go help Toad.
Yeah, also we could like go get somebody. What do I roll against an intimidate check?
30 beats you.
Well, I could try.
You can try.
What would I normally roll?
I believe it is against a flat DC. So it's your caster level plus your will save. Or your wisdom modifier, I think.
Wisdom modifier?
Yeah.
Okay, so 22. That didn't beat a 30. Okay, I'm just saying, like, we don't know he's on the ship. We're all gonna fucking die. We almost all just died, except for you. Okay? Toad got fucked, Harse got fucked, Lyra got fucked, and I am blind still and kind of fucked. You're the only 100% dude here, man.
Not
Krieger,
100%.
Meard is yelling directly at you, but looking about 6
This
inches to
way.
your right.
Listen to me! Look at me! Look at me!
I'm the wizard now.
Just
If we
saying.
get into any altercations, shoot the sound of my voice.
What? You want me to attack you?
Yes.
It doesn't make sense.
Right. Do as I say.
I don't want to.
Would that work? Mechanically?
Oh,
If he could tell where my voice was?
there is a percentile chance that it either hits you or the target.
What if I position myself on the other far side?
It's still a percentile to then miss or hit the target.
Ugh.
Because he can't see it, the target.
I don't have a great will save either.
This is a fucked plan, guys. It's fucked. We should have come at this completely different. We should have, like, charged
Yeah, we
with
did
the
it really
army.
wrong.
Sneak attack would have worked if nobody saw us. Everybody saw us. We did this horribly. Right now, we have a chance to get the fuck out of here and come back and do it again.
I don't think we're gonna have a better chance to get out of here and then come back.
Promise we will come back.
I promise we'll come back. I don't mind
Yeah, dude,
fighting.
Nobody's challenging. Nobody's challenging the coming back.
Okay,
and
to the
saving-
bakery. Let's go.
Okay. Alright. So, Lyra, Harsk, Krieger, and we go back to the most familiar place I can think of back in the camp. Whether it's his bakery or the camp place we were sleeping.
Which one?
I hope it's a bakery. It's sounding pretty good right now.
I hope we all don't die or end up in a different fucking 100 feet in the fucking air.
Okay, make the percentile roll. What's the percentage for off target?
For off target?
Well, let's see. Where's my? I'll find it. Damn, I was close. I was in the SUs. I was only 3 pages off.
Teleport.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll. I have the table in front of me.
Okay, I already made the roll. It's 39.
39.
We all died.
You hear a "Get out!" from Shifty Sam.
Shifty Sand?
Sam.
Sam. Oh. Fuck! I would look around, but I can't.
You look around,
I
but
look around and nothing's there. I still don't see anything.
There's
Is it like a blinding light or is it dark?
oh, it's blinding.
Okay.
Right. So it's like uncomfortably blind.
Okay.
Whoa.
Instead of a big dark blur, you see a big light blur.
Nice. These glasses don't do shit.
There's nothing to see. I used to live here, you know.
Is everybody here? Horst, Krieger, Lyra, are you here?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
Perfect.
You do have the distinct smell around you of rubble and baked goods.
Fuck. That was shitty. We also need to find somebody maybe in this town who can scry. And we'll figure out where the fuck Toad is. Fuck me. In the godass.
At that,
Challenge accepted.
there is another burst of green smoke in
No!
the bakery with you.
Fuck you, green smoke.
It's-
What was that noise? It's the same noise! What is it? What is it?
However,
No way.
this puff of green smoke is about 7 or 8 feet up in the air, away from you, and it seems to be kind of staying in a weird semi-spherical blob.
Can I do a detect magic?
You sure can.
Like, towards the noise that I
Yeah,
heard when
totally.
it showed up.
You sense magic.
I sense magic?
And in a few seconds, you'll be able to detect the school.
Yeah.
And then in a few seconds, you'll be able to detect the effect.
Yeah, that's fine.
The
I
rest
want something going.
The rest of you, the globule of green smoke begins to take a form. A semi-reasonable facsimile of a familiar face that you all know. Hopefully this works.
Can they see me on this thing?
Turn that down.
Okay. Mears, this is Todd from your group. I have brokered a deal with the Wyvern Kin captain of the ship that we boarded, and I've brokered a 9-day peace treaty where you will be sent back to Bastion with the rest of the task force of Mearden Hall and able to collect the assets. And for 9 days, there will be a ceasefire long enough to grab our assets and remove ourselves from the situation. Afterwards, I will be sent to Lamplight at the end of the 9 days. I don't think we're going to be able to end this conflict, as it's a blood feud going back eons between Vector and Bastion. I'm not being held against my will. I voluntarily stayed until the end of the 9 days, at which point I will be left at Lamplight. I don't know if you'll be able to message me, but I'm staying on board in case there is communication to clarify and verify anything that needs to be done. I am not being kept as a prisoner. Don't fuck this up, Mears.
I just vaguely turn to whatever, like, where this voice is coming from. And I just look at him and I go, fuck you!
But before
Ours reiterates how little he actually knows about Toad.
before you can finish your retort, the green sphere again evaporates into thin air.
Okay, so he was on the ship. What do you want from me? Whatever, fuck off.
We can go find Bruce.
Was that 90 days or 9 days?
9.
9 days.
Plenty of time for you to heal.
I'm just saying, we could fucking knock this shit out in 9 days.
Yeah.
Was that clear enough for everyone to hear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you hear Patrick?
Okay.
For the most part.
Alright. First thing we need to do, Harsk, we need to find the guy in charge of all this shit, or whoever's in charge of all this shit. Let him know about the ceasefire for 9 days.
Alright.
And then after you're done, don't mention anything about Toad or us leaving any of that shit. Just let him know that we were able to work out something and there's going to be a 9-day ceasefire. And then come back to us and we're going to fucking regroup and we're going to decide what it is the fuck we're going to do. Because I love Toad's audacity on what he did, but at the same time, fuck them. Just say it. I'm gonna go lay down.
Put a healing potion in your eye.
Alright, so
We have to go to Lamplight.
We have to go to Lamplight. Why do we gotta go to Lamplight?
When's Nick moving?
I don't know, but he also can do remote. He's got a laptop and all that stuff, so.
Wait, so the part I didn't hear was how Lamplight was involved with this.
He's going to be deposited in Lamplight at the end of the 9 days.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we gotta make our way over there at some point. Well, shit.
What'd you do, Joe?
He doesn't know yet.
I fucking changed the fucking brightness down to nothing and it turned off. Like I turned the. I think it's still recording. It just. I don't know what the time is.
In the meantime, I would like to find Shifty Sam.
Oh, he's right there.
Sam!
Yeah.
The floor is a mess.
I haven't gotten to sweeping yet, and it's rubble. It's a mess because it's rubble.
How are the donuts selling?
You want me to clean the floors or make donuts or hire people? You hired me to hire people. I'm working on it.
To hire people and run the shop. Both.
You've been gone like 2 hours.
How much did you bill today?
Good boy.
Excuses.
How much did you bill today?
Have you hired anybody?
Yeah.
They can be nameless.
Yes, I did.
They can be nameless.
How many people?
So far, one. He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Good.
Glad you approve. I'm gonna go hire more people.
Good.
Okay, bye. And he just kind of not staggers, but he kind of stumbles out of the hulk of the bakery. Okay. So we're in the bakery. Shifty Sam stumbles his way out of the building. There is the very faint smell of baked goods as it's currently an open-air bakery.
Perfect.
But the smell is still there because it was only 3 hours ago that they were cooking. There are a couple of rejects still in the kitchen area. One of them looks like it was slightly malformed and was flung against the wall.
Nice.
Harsk, you could have that one.
I do. All right. Perfect.
Shaped like a
It
dwarf.
is still dough. It's still good, and there is a vat of powdered sugar over there.
I'm okay
I
with
don't know
that.
what-
That's good enough for me.
It's impossible to tell where Krieger came up with a vat of powdered sugar, but life finds a way.
Don't ask questions you
I
don't
like
want
that
to know the
Krieger,
answer
hey,
to.
you know how to run a bakery.
Thank you. This is my dream.
Good for you, man.
Nice. I'm somewhere else laying down now.
Yeah, you're in this. You found yourself a nice quiet room that turns out to be the supply closet, and you are lying down 3 hours after you woke up.
I'm gonna lay down for like 15, 20 minutes.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go find like the military healer tent and go there.
Lyra is there, but she seems unable to tend to your wounds because they're not so much wounds as you're blind.
Yeah.
Am I with Meard?
Yeah. Well, if you'd like to be.
I'd like to be with Meard.
Okay.
Meard, I have an idea.
Yeah.
You should go find the guy with the sparkly magic. He can do it. Go ask him for help.
That's a good idea, Krieger. I'm gonna do that right after I sit here for a bit. He's a much better wizard than me.
Right. That's why I said go to him.
Right. That's why it makes it a good idea.
He did fail just as much as you the first time.
I know, but Krieger thinks
Magic's bigger.
it's
It
bigger,
must be
it
better.
looks cooler. It is. So it is. I'm just gonna lean into that skin.
Sure, that's
Just build up that misconception.
you're kind of leery of that mean Krieger coming back out in your direction. So that intimidate check was rough. So it's better to just go with it. Judo,
Roll with it.
emotional judo.
Whatever keeps the giant idiot happy in front of me. That's all I care about.
Pointed in the right direction. So you get a bit of a rest to kind of regain your regain your bearing. Harsk, you enjoy the scraps and pastries that are left. They're tasty.
Oh yeah. So good. So good.
Krieger, you got about 20 minutes to go. What are you doing?
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. I'm just kind of sweeping. Krieger's...
Well, we're at the camp, right? Not the bakery?
You're at the bakery still, but you're about to head to the camp.
Okay, then
Okay.
clean up, whatever.
Sweeping the rubble into a corner. And looking around to try to estimate how much it would cost to re-roof this thing.
Right, and build the walls and everything.
So, you gain your bearings, you decide to make your way to the military camp. There's a very squeaky window, just kind of swinging open and closed. As Meard and his party walks down the street, his staff is kind of out in front of him. Tap, 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 tap. No, you guys do make your way back to the camp, though.
Sweet.
You hear the bustle of the military camp. You hear a lot of people talking. Not a lot of the sparring noises that you used to hear. Just a lot of discussion going on.
Is there a general topic of discussion?
There's a lot of confusion as to, and you can pick up that there's confusion as to why the airship is lifted further up and pulled back slightly. And the siege engines have also pulled back out of range of the wall.
Yeah. Perfect.
And
I guess
yeah.
first order of business before get to relaxing and sleeping the day away. I could be going to talk with my commander.
Okay. That makes sense. Do you remember his name? Because it escapes me at the moment because I'm terrible at this job.
I don't actually think I heard a name.
Okay.
Other than commander.
Well, I'm just terrible at this job, and
His name is Larry.
Generic.
Lawrence Sebastian.
Commander.
Lawrence. Commander Lawrence Sebastian. Knight Commander Lawrence. There we go. We got there. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of discussion. Seems a mixed bag of, oh, it's clearly a trap, or no, maybe it's over, maybe there's a reprieve, or It's just kind of no one's sure exactly what's going on, who to trust, or why anything is going on. The mercenaries are like trying not to talk about it, but there's like this sense of hope that maybe their conscription might be done and they can get the hell out of here. Stuff like that. Or get paid and go real quick before anything really bad starts to happen again. The conscripts are going like, oh, could I just, like, fuck out of here, please? But yeah. Harsk, we're going to head over to the Knight Commander's facility. It's an old cathedral of Abadar. There are many, many, many cathedrals of Abadar in any given city. But it's been repurposed for kind of an officer's quarters. And he's not the Lord Commander of everything, so he's kind of at a desk, kind of off to one side, looking over a war map of his sector of responsibility. But he's there. He's somewhat dressed down. He's not wearing his typical gigantic pauldrons that you'd expect from Warcraft, but he's shirked all the plate and just is down to chainmail and tabard.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I walk up to him, interrupt him just looking at the map. Explain to him the goings-ons about the ceasefire, us being able to reboard the ship and came to a mutual ceasefire arrangement with them for 9 days, and I lay that information out to him, barring the stuff with Toad and the fact that Toad was the one that told us that. So
we sent you to dispatch their commander, and you come back with a treaty. I thought we sent in soldiers, not diplomats.
No worries, we're not done with this yet, but it does give us 9 days to regroup and figure out the best strategy.
Buying us time. Good man, Harsk. I trust you. I don't trust them. Yeah. But you've never steered me wrong. Good on you.
For Bastion.
For Bastion. Now go away, I'm busy.
Alright. I turn face and
Nice.
head out.
And you hear him like,
Make like a tree.
okay, we have some time. And he continues to do the movie mumbles as you walk away.
Perfect.
And he starts moving pieces around on his map and shit like that. Pew, pew, pew.
What are you doing? Nothing.
Nothing! I didn't catch you playing with your dolls again!
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls
It's
again.
actually just like one of those D&D pads,
Mhm.
like the D&D.
Yeah, he's actually playing his own game of
Dude.
Yeah. of D&D with the
It's
other commanders.
Inception.
Mhm.
We all sit down and play a game of D&D.
I've read stories on the internet of people trying to do that with their games, and DMs
Sounds-
fucking hate it.
That's
That
so
sounds-
good.
It's like, fine, you get to run, I'll play a character, I am playing this this tavern person. So go, it's your game now, have fun. I'd actually kind of love that, so
That was one of the greatest one-offs, though, when Grog
that was super great.
ran a D&D session and everybody else played their characters playing characters of themselves in D&D. It was so fucking epic.
That was amazing. I need to watch that one again.
What'd you roll? 1,000,000. You did it. You know everything. So fucking
It's like a
good.
round room with another little round thing.
Yeah, his whole dungeon is literally they come in first and it's a big pair of tits, and then the next room is a giant cock with balls at the end.
Yep.
It's so fucking great.
It's funny. You know, it is Marisha, but Honey Heist was pretty solid.
Was it? I haven't watched it yet.
It's-
Eventually I will.
It
but-
is solid because it's goofy and silly and sweet and it's fun.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I am liking Bo.
I haven't watched anything in a while, which is sad. I need to.
You really need to because a thing has happened. It's completely unrelated to the campaign, but it was actually related to one of Sam's ad reads.
Oh, yeah?
He did an ad read where he had an entire song set like an 80s cartoon theme song,
Yeah.
and now there actually is an 80s cartoon like intro that they have for the Mighty Nine.
Oh, really?
It's like professionally animated, professionally scored.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
I needed to see that.
It's amazing.
Alright, I'll go home and check it out. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. So, Krieger.
I need to help Meard find Lockhart or whatever the guy's name is.
Flanagan.
Well, I need healing first.
Flanagan can help. Or you can find a witch. The witch can help you.
I don't care as long as somebody can fix me. I need to find just a fix me tent.
Sure, you do find a medical tent. Yeah. The medics in there do patch you up with mundane treatments.
Mm-hmm.
Takes about an hour.
Sure.
However, you do heal 1 hit point per level. Plus... That's very cocked D4. There we go. Plus 2 additional health. Because that was the wisdom score of the healer doing the job.
So 11.
So 11 total. If you need further healings, potions can be administered.
I'm alright for now.
Rectally.
I need somebody to fix my blindness. Where can I go for that?
You don't need a cleric for that.
Is there a cleric anywhere? Is there a cleric tent?
They're all over the place. I just don't know where they... Try a church.
Perfect. I'll try that.
Oh no.
Tapping my stick. Cleric!
You're like running into people.
I grab Meard and I point him that way, and I push him a little
Nice.
in the general direction, like pat him in the ass. Go.
Nice. Go.
Stop it! I don't know how this works!
Beard is swinging his staff around willy-nilly. Rather aggressively for a wizard. It's more like a wizard with a great club. I'm ogre wizarding!
Ogre wizard!
Yeah. You can choose to go to Flanagan to see if he has that kind of ability. Or you can seek out a cleric with the remove blindness and deafness.
Is this like an enchantment? Like, would break enchantment do it? Or would I know anything
Give
about
me an
that?
Arcana check, please.
Arcana check. Ooh. A whole fucking lot. Let's see, it's 30
Shit.
something. 37. No, 33. Sorry.
Okay. Well,
How many fucking points do you have in Arcana?
I have 9 points in Arcana and I get a 4 from my ability mod, so I have a modifier of 16.
Jesus.
And I roll a 17.
Nice.
actually, I should look at the shiny
Really good.
child and tree.
No one
You have a
shit.
shitload of skill points, don't you? Per level.
I get 7 per level.
Wizards are pretty good, rogues are better.
So nice.
That's awesome.
I always put points into Arcana and into... What is the other
What are you,
one?
some kind of wizard?
Yeah, and spellcraft. I put 1 point into each one of those. I have those maxed out as much as I can every level. Those are the first ones.
I
get.
spread all mine around.
Yeah.
Because I get 4.
What are you, a fighter?
I do those, and then usually I do like linguistics and maybe perception, and then I put the rest of them in like random knowledges and other stuff. Kind of depending on what
Okay.
we've gone through. But yeah, Meard would focus
I
on
have a
these
shit
things.
ton, and my highest one's Intimidate. The lowest I can roll is a 19.
Nice.
Or wait, no, 20. That's the lowest I roll.
So, I just read the entry for Shining Child. You are just permanently blinded.
Yay!
It is not an enchantment. It is not a curse upon you. You are just blind. However,
Sweet.
you rolled a very good Arcana check. So let's look at the wording of remove blindness deafness.
I've known since lunch. It's been so long.
Remove blindness, deafness, cures blindness or deafness, your choice, whether the effect is normal or magical in nature. The spell does not restore ears or eyes that have been lost, but repairs them if they are damaged.
Sweet.
But his eyes.
As a fun extra note that you happen to know from your studies, remove blindness, deafness counters and dispels blindness, deafness.
Oh,
Alright.
what do you know?
You also happen to know that it's clerics and paladins are the ones who typically have access to this. Maybe an oracle, but of a middling power level.
Okay.
So it's a 3rd level spell.
Ah, it's too bad we're not in fucking Lamplight. Aren't there paladins at the beacon?
Oh yes.
What's his name? Sterling?
That's the leader guy. But, like, there's shit tons of paladins at the fucking beacon. Could probably get this taken care of.
Would I know any stronger clerics around this area?
Let me check to see what level a cleric would need to be to learn 3rd level spells. 3rd level spells. Oh, only 5th level. It's not too bad. However, they'll have to have it prepared. So, let's see. Let's roll a d10 to see how many 5th level clerics there are in this area. 1. There's 1.
Nice.
There's 1 that you know of. Like I said, you guys easily outclass most everybody here.
Perfect. Okay, I do inform Mirrored of that there is one. I'm just not familiar with them.
Sure. So yeah, there is a cleric in the general area. You just see. His name is Flump.
Flump?
Mm-hmm. He's a half-orc.
Huh. A half-orc cleric.
Yeah.
Cool.
He sounds like a good guy.
Mm-hmm. He's actually a really nice guy. He's just a little touched.
Alright.
That's why his name is Flump.
Hey, you guys.
Kinda. But hey, the gods seem to favor him, so...
Fuck it. I don't care. As long as I can see after this. Maybe.
If you'd like to find Flump, give me a knowledge local or perception... knowledge local check.
Ooh.
Harsh.
Oh, harsh.
No, I want Meard to look for Flump.
Hey man, it's your game if you want to. I mean, I'm willing to make the rolls.
Krieger throws a rock. Maybe that's him.
Can't throw a rock with a thing of half-orc.
15.
Okay.
15.
You know where he tends to have breakfast because it's still breakfast time. He doesn't go into the camp. He wanders off a little bit to a little, for lack of a better term, diner that he goes to. And,
Great drunchies over there.
what's that?
Great drunchies over there.
Oh, yeah. And, but yeah, you find him there eating a bowl of oatmeal with like a big pile of berries on them.
Perfect. Wait, is Meard with me, or am I just by myself?
So Meard, would you like to go with Hars because he's trying to sort out this cleric for you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be swinging my cane, hitting people as we go.
So as you walk in, the little bells jingle as the door opens.
Oh, no. Better. As we go, I pull out Pontius's bell from my bag because I still have it.
You do.
And I'm gonna ring that shit. And just be like, get out of my way, I'm blind. I can't see. Ding, 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 ding.
Blind man coming
Blind man, ding, ding. Bring out your dad, ding, ding. Move.
Krieger just steps back a good 10 feet. I don't know him.
I'm just here to watch you.
It's a good show.
Ding, ding. Order number 63. Ding, ding.
Order 66. What? Do it.
Yeah, you walk in. The people still working at the place like, just have a seat wherever you want.
Thank you. Take Meard and go over and try to introduce him to the cleric. I don't tell Meard it's a half-orc, though.
Okay. So yeah, you two slide into the booth next to him because
Racist.
it's a full-on diner.
Why
Why
not?
not? Because fuck it, it's medieval town, but it's medieval city, so they can have booths. It's full of straw.
I sit down next to Harsk and I go, Harsk.
You bang your knee on the table.
Ow.
That's
Harsk.
not weird. There's a table there.
Harsk. Don't tell
Weird.
Pontius. But ringing that bell was like super fucking funny.
Oh, that was the first thing that came to mind.
Right? It's so great, but
Really?
don't tell him because I'll never hear the end of it. Like literally, I'll never hear the end of it.
I don't make promises I can't. I'm gonna break.
God damn it!
How long have we been away from the keep?
A while. It's been
Week, month, 2 months. 3
well.
months?
We were in the other dimension for 3 months.
What is
It was 3 months out here. It was a couple days for us in there.
What
So
is the gestation
Yeah,
period
we-
guys.
of a
we-
wyvern egg?
and we were at the keep before we went. So yeah, it's been 3 months.
Oh, don't worry. I'm aware of what's going on.
Todd's baby needs him.
I hope we get back and Toad and the fucking Pontius and the Griffin are like best fucking friends.
Buddy cop movie.
Either way,
Pontius and the Griffin.
you sit down at the table.
Pontius and the
Well, you sit down in the chair / booth bench. It's a bench with some padding on it. The Halford kind of reaches over. Would you like a banana?
No, thank you. But thank you.
It's a good banana.
I want a banana.
And he hands you a banana.
I reach.
No, he puts the banana.
Beard sticks
in
his
your
hand out and hits Harsk.
Why would you even think it's over there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Here's the banana.
I'm blind.
No.
Wait, can I roll a perception check to see where the banana is?
Yes.
Krieger does.
1.
30.
You smell the banana. Enjoy the banana.
Krieger talks loudly and slowly.
I-
Meard, we're gonna get you help.
I just slowly eat the banana with the peel on it. I do not peel the banana. I literally just, I'm too tired. I'm just like,
We're making eye contact.
I literally just eat the rind and everything.
Your friend eats banana.
As he yells this, I'm just like, cool.
Your friend eats bananas weird.
He's
Yeah,
not
don't
a
worry about
very
it.
smart
He's a little
wizard.
blind.
I just sit there and I go,
blind? Or
waste,
not blind?
He's a lot
blind.
Oh.
A lot.
waste not, want not.
That's true. It's wartime.
He just likes to be resourceful.
Meard has come down off of his adrenaline high at this point.
My name's Flump. And he reaches his hand out to Harsk.
Say, my name is Hars. Pleasure to meet you.
Good to
Sorry,
meet you, Harsk.
we just kind of crashed the party here, but
It's breakfast. It's for everybody.
well, you seem like a really good person.
Oh,
So-
thank you. You too.
Oh, well, thank you.
Your friend eats
Uh,
bananas weird, though.
Yeah, he's a little weird. It's a wizard thing.
He's like a
It's a
mascot.
It's a wizard thing.
It's a wizard
Uh,
thing. Okay.
Hopefully, I was hoping you could help our friend though. He went blind just minutes ago, and could really use
He's
your
adjusting
expertise.
very well.
Yeah, you can remove a blind spell, blindness. Just
Oh, I
blindness.
I've done that once or twice in the past.
Oh, well then perfect.
Look,
You could help our friend.
he pauses for a moment. Well, you're in luck. I haven't prayed this morning, so I can pray specifically for your friend. I went a little more
perfect.
southern than I just was, but here it is.
Since you've been doing the voice, all I want you to do is go, yay!
Yay!
I'm just thinking of prank anchors this whole
I'm
time.
going to Hawaii. Yay!
Good your blindness, yay!
I'm gonna cast all the magic. Yay!
I love this game.
I just like all Matt's voices.
I'll tell you what. I will meet you around lunchtime at this same place, and I will give your friend your sight back. And you don't have
Just
to
like
eat
that.
bananas weird anymore because you're blind.
Look at that. Perfect.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Well, you
You
buy
can
lunch.
anything, this guy's got it.
You buy lunch.
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, of course.
Okay.
I'll bring you a donut.
Ooh, I like donuts.
I know where you can get some.
Really?
Yes.
The last bakery I used to go to burned down.
I have a new bakery
Ooh.
under new management.
Okay.
The powdered sugar
You have to
is
promise to
top-notch.
tell 2 friends.
You got some on your nose still.
Krieger, if he
Oh,
cures
yeah.
me, could he have a free lifetime subscription to your donut shop?
No.
You can subscribe to a donut shop?
I don't know.
No.
Oh.
That's not a thing.
But you buy lunch.
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you at lunchtime.
Yeah.
I finished my oatmeal. I'm gonna go. See you
You
soon.
do you, man.
Sweet.
See you really soon.
Bye. Good meeting you.
And he stands up and walks out
I start
heavily.
I start walking towards what I think is the same direction we came from, and I just start swinging my staff again.
Hey!
Come on, guys, let's go!
Here, stop.
Here, we haven't even gotten up from the table yet.
I take Teffer's staff from him. Stop it.
Nice.
Ow, it's hot.
It's mine!
No, it's actually not hot for you.
Oh, cool.
It's only hot for me.
Ugh.
Tephra's
Teffer's
staff,
staff
is
is hot
only
for
hot
Joe.
for me.
They're weird. It oozes sometimes.
I just remembered your magic missile
Yep.
from that one.
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Anyway.
Alright, well, the solution to that problem resolved at lunchtime.
At
You just have
lunchtime.
to make it to lunchtime.
Alright, guys.
You're halfway to lunchtime from breakfast time. What
So,
could go wrong?
Harsk. Watch me or I'm gonna go get a donut.
we need.
I leave.
Okay.
With
Alright.
Teffer's staff.
With
You didn't get to take my staff.
get a strength check.
Strength check. He's pretty good at these, though.
That's true. He's a muscle wizard.
He really is. Not this time.
What do I roll to get fight him?
D20 and a
It's
strength.
a D20 plus your strength modifier.
12.
Cool. 25.
Fuck you! I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna set you on fire if you don't knock this shit off.
Good. Because I have a +2 save against that, too.
Okay, so we have 3 hours until lunchtime. Would we like to do anything, or would you like to green button until lunchtime?
I'm going to go get a staff clean.
I do need to heal up.
Okay. You can also heal your level +2. As you spend an hour in the medic tent getting patched up and mundanely treated. If you need further treatment, you can just try to requisition some potions or buy some.
Okay. Perfect. I think I'm good at the moment.
Okay.
I'd like to go buy some pots.
Sure. You can't find any place that's open, but you find a pottery store that no longer has walls.
Potions.
Oh, potions.
Potions.
Bakery, pots.
Right. No. Not Zelda. Think WoW.
Okay. Potions.
Potions.
Those, most of the ones in camp you have to requisition, so Harsh would have to be able to get those. If you wander deeper into Bastion, you probably could find another shop that would still have a few. Since they've been under siege for a little while, they are few and far between. But let's see what you can find. You find a shop with one healing potion left, but an interesting array of other potions.
What kind of array of them?
Well,
First you had my attention.
there are some busy ones, there are some dark ones, there are some light ones.
Shopkeeper. Hello.
Oh, hi.
What do these do?
Well, they're labeled. You can read, right?
Yes.
Well, good. Give Matt a second as he looks up the tables. How about... There's a potion of find traps. There's a potion of bark skin. There's a potion of protection from good. There's one of remove fear.
What?
There's a... You're not sure how this is going to work, but there's a potion of goodberry.
Oh.
Oh, you've never really run into goodberries before, so it's a potion called goodberry. Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. Can I take your order?
Nice.
Um,
Keen kill.
there's a potion of jump. There's a potion of Fox's cunning, and there's a potion of blur.
Shit, that's not even Keen and kill. That's all that.
Mm-hmm. And you know the movie Good Burger.
All that. This is all that.
I miss Kablam.
Me too. Action League now.
Actually, Now was solid, and Prometheus and Bob was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I would like to buy the Goodberry and the Healing Potion.
Okay.
Or Blueberry, whatever the fuck it
Goodberry.
is. Goodberry.
So, they actually both cost the same, the usual healing potion price. I believe it's 75 gold.
What? 75 gold?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, potions are not cheap, man.
Okay.
That was the usual price, wasn't it? Yeah.
You see why I want to start making all of our shit.
Right? Greater healing or lesser?
Potion of Cure Light.
Like,
Like I said, they're few and far between because they're in high demand.
so...
The supply is somewhat low because Manticore blood's hard to find. Alright. Harskin Meared, what are you doing for a little bit?
Is Lyra still with us?
She's gone to the medical tent to tend to more folks.
Okay.
I decided that I do actually want to get some potions.
Okay.
Requisition some potions.
You managed to requisition 4. Typically your limit is 3, but Knight Commander Lawrence put in a good word for you today.
All
So
right.
you can get an additional one as a bonus. Also, you look like hell. So
It
you look
happens.
like death, son. Go get yourself another healing potion.
Thank you. Perfect. Just regular
Cure light wounds.
or what was that?
Cure light wounds.
All right.
1d8 plus ones.
Perfect. I
Horse.
just take one of them for now.
Okay.
Mirrored.
So, what are our thoughts on this fucking thing?
Yeah. Well.
I'm not too hot on becoming part of a fucking ancient blood feud.
Yeah.
Well-
That's kind of. That kind of takes us to a whole new level.
Yeah, but you're kind of ingrained here, aren't you?
Yeah. So I would have guilt, just straight up abandoning these guys.
Well, plus I'm
What?
pretty sure they wouldn't be happy if you left.
No.
Pretty sure that would put you on their shit list.
Technically, you didn't enlist. You were conscripted, but you performed well.
Yeah.
You,
Maybe
you
I
kind
could,
of
I could.
you kind of joined up, but you're not like I'm going to sign a contract with this amount of time or whatever. But you just kind of leapt into the cause.
I can tell them. Maybe we'll just stretch the truth a little bit. Say we are going on like a reconnaissance mission.
And then just disappear. word.
we got connections in Lamplight. Gotta go check it out.
Yeah, we could. Although, I mean, Lamplight's not gonna want to fucking help here.
Perception check.
21.
26.
Krieger, you can give me one too.
26.
Nice. I did set the DC pretty high. It makes sense that the two non-blind people can catch this. You had a chance, Mird.
Whatever.
You did. Harsk and Krieger, you spy with your little eyes a huge silver dragon flying in towards the main castle area of Bastion, like where the royalty lives. You see him kind of flying low over the city. Harsk, you haven't seen a large silver dragon here before, but
Nope.
you see him kind of fly low and then disappear behind some buildings. You don't hear any colossal roars or anything like that, but that is an interesting sight, not one you see all the time.
It's one, it just kind of disappears. It doesn't look like it's being intimidating or anything like that.
Nope. It looks like it's doing something.
Harsk, you just went silent. What the fuck's going on?
There's
Nothing, it's fine.
Don't worry about it, Mir. Don't worry. We'll get you cured here soon.
Alright.
No, I do share with Mir. Yeah, there's a kind of a freaking dragon going behind the castles, and not seen that around here before.
Was somebody riding it?
No.
No, it's just a dragon. Just
Color.
by itself. But it didn't attack or anything like that. It just
Nope.
kind of
What color was it?
silver.
Wasn't there a big silver dragon on the fucking
Crest.
it was a mural / flag for
Flags
that
and
pint.
Yep.
Right.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I drop the donut when I see this.
Fair.
I pick it up.
Mm-hmm. It's still good. 5-second rule.
I'm feeling kind of inclined to go check it out.
Okay.
I'll come with.
I'm
blind. I gotta stay with somebody.
It is on the far side of the city. It will take you a while to get there, like a long while.
Okay.
If you took horses, you can get there in a reasonable amount of time, but walking, it's like the better part of the day.
Okay, gotcha.
It's like, Bastion's a big city.
Maybe we should wait until after lunch.
Yeah, let's get some food first, get you with the side of not being blind, and go from there.
Yeah, let's do that one. Well, I was hoping to have us all group up and talk about what we wanted to do, but everybody's gone, so I guess we'll talk about it later, but...
Krieger can return by lunchtime, before lunchtime, because
Yeah.
there's food involved.
Well, he's doing his thing. Anyway, we'll reconvene, but I'm more on the side of opting out of this. But I mean, Toad said he wasn't being held like captive, and they're gonna return him afterwards. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Would I know the likelihood of something having the ability to, like, pretend to be Toad?
Yes.
I mean, I wish Krieger was here. I need to talk to Krieger. Krieger knows Toad like I know Toad. It doesn't seem like he would fucking do that. I've never known Toad to be like, hey, nah, I don't want to fight let's fucking talk it out. What the fuck?
Last night went fucking weird.
I don't like the feeling of this at all, and I don't really want to fucking trust any of that.
Don't fight the feeling anymore.
Yep, like I said, I definitely
forgot
do
when I
not
started
know that
fighting
guy.
Thank you.
And this only adds more mystery to that.
I'm pretty sure Toad is totally being held captive, and I'm pretty sure he's also probably being, like, tortured somehow. And hopefully not mind controlled. But right now, we're not really in a position to fucking save him or anything. So,
No.
right now.
Give me back on the ship, it'll be fine.
Give me a day or two, and I think we can figure something out.
Around about an hour before lunchtime, Krieger does reconvene at the Greasy Spoon, which is just called the Greasy Spoon. It's the first one.
Sweet. Krieger,
What?
me and Harsh were just talking. I mean, Harsh doesn't know Toad that well. Harsh doesn't know Toad that
That
well.
motherfucker waving at me!
You itch to play piano.
How does that message from Toad sit with you? Wasn't that a little diplomatic for Toad? Isn't Toad more of a, like, let me pull out my giant fucking sword and cut you in half and there's our diplomatic shit?
Duh, very true.
It all sounds like bullshit, right?
Duh.
Good. I think it's unanimous. That was bullshit, and we shouldn't listen to that. So we need to regroup quick and hit that fucking place harder.
What about your eyesight?
Well, hopefully here in about an hour, that will be fixed.
Hey guys, you're early. We get excited about food. Me too.
We can all just be sitting outside on, like, the church steps waiting.
I hand him the donut and you brush it off.
He takes it, it's gone.
Do you have another one? For sale, yes. You can get them. Krieger's Krispy Kremes.
Slump, if you heal me, I'll buy you a whole fucking box of donuts, dude.
And lunch.
Yes, and lunch.
Okay.
I got you covered, man.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Flumph is talking oddly, but it does look like something hit him in the face with a club a long, long time ago. Like, his jaw is completely knocked to one side. So
And you can't see this. Because you're blind.
Krieger walks up. I can fix it. Wham!
Take off the gauntlets.
Let's go to lunch. They're expecting. I have a reservation.
Okay.
And a very squeaky door opens. And sit down. And I'll have the special. My special. Thanks. Do whatever they want. Don't have them, Joe. Whatever they want.
Do you have any chicken breast and rice?
They have the best chicken and rice. And waffles. Put on a waffle.
No, I have too many carbs.
Carbs are the best. What's a carb?
I know.
What's a carb?
You just ate some.
I just turn her over and I go, the carb is the thing that makes anything taste good.
He's right.
No, they have really good fried
It's what the
carbuncles.
donuts are made of.
They have a really good fried carbuncle. They're just really, they're rare.
I just want a stew. Do they have a stew?
Oh, we have a stew. We can do a stew. We just...
You should eat
I
something
just want a
solid.
stew and like a big roll and some water.
Easy. Done and done.
Like something in one piece.
Dwarf for you? What would you like?
I want one big slab of meat.
Biggest
Nice.
steak I can find. You got it.
Perfect.
Tin Man?
Chicken and rice.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. Alzheimer's.
It's okay. You're a busy man. I understand.
Yes. Man.
Right.
Starting
to DM there.
It's man, because of my penis.
I didn't know you were called Dennis. Sit down, Molly. I'm used to it. So, Oh, we gotta deal with Mr. Wizard's eyesight.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, so hold on, hold still. Hold very still.
Okay.
Stiller.
Here, stop moving.
Stiller. Okay, good. And he begins to chant in a language that you would understand if you spoke Orcish.
Is that one of my languages? Nope.
You know, it just sounds like Gunga, Gunga la Gunga. I realized I was halfway doing that voice anyway.
Right? In death, you will receive total consciousness.
So I got that going.
So I got that.
Which is nice.
Which is nice.
Gunga,
The daddy.
Gunga la Gunga. It's in the hole. And the brightness that just kind of like a sheet drops, and everything goes that really dark. All the black stuff turns kind of like greenish, like you've been reading a book outside, and go inside, and everything's like everything's super sparkly.
It's the worst.
But it's there.
Fuck. Thank you, Flump.
You're welcome.
Oh shit.
What happened anyway?
There was a big floating creepy child thing, and it had light coming out of its eyes and mouth, and then I was blind.
Children are the worst, and then all that extra stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
Yeah. We gotta think shit out before we go to that fucking ship again.
That's a good idea. You were on the ship?
Yeah.
Like the floating one? Like the
Yeah.
big one?
The big one.
Wow. You see where all the monsters are coming from?
Yeah, they're coming from that ship.
Well, yeah, but... Whoa.
I don't know how they're getting on the ship. I also don't know how they were keeping a fucking light child in a box. Or where it fucking came from.
Yeah, how did they do that?
There's a lot of shit I don't know.
There's a lot of shit you don't know.
I'm gonna
A lot of
see.
weird shit going
I gotta brood and think about some shit.
Where's a wall I can sit on?
I need a cape menacingly floating in the wind. Work this shit out.
I give Mird back his Tepper staff. Excuse me, Mird's staff.
It's both.
Thank you.
After a few more minutes, a bowl of stew with a big lump of bread sticking out of it is brought to Mird.
Ew, soggy bread.
A steak that is much larger than a cow steak should be is brought out to Harsk.
Beautiful.
Which is funny because you got tiny hands.
And chicken and rice is brought over to Mr. Krieger.
And it looks disappointing.
It looks like the fried chicken bits look really crispy and nice and delicious. The rice is rice.
Krieger takes the skin off.
And then what is basically like an entire one of those big turkey platters where you serve like a giant turkey on. That full of like eggs, biscuits and gravy, chicken and waffles, like pretty much all of the stuff is just like heavily set in front of Flump. This is what I'm talking about. This is lunch. Hard work praying, hard work doing the healing.
You earned it, man.
Thanks. Glad you can see again.
Me too.
I bet. When this happened to me, I couldn't see for a couple of days, but it all got sorted out.
Is the waiter guy still
You want me
around?
to fix that?
I asked him, how much is the bill for all of this?
Well, for most of you, it would be about a gold, but with that, 4.
Alright, I flick the guy 20 gold. Like, I give him 20 gold, and I go, let this guy eat his special every day for as long as that lasts.
Can you give me a pie, too?
That too. And I give him 5 more gold.
Nice. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You have to cure him next time, though.
No, you don't.
I appreciate it. If you ever need a hand, Flump is here for you. Well, Flump is somewhere.
I appreciate it.
If I can help, I'm always happy to help.
You, Fluff, I hope we pass by you again.
Me too, but in better circumstances.
Yes.
Well, of course.
Do you want me to...
No, they've tried before. It's just the way it is. I'm kind of used to it.
Pop out the hammer.
No.
You tried before.
Okay.
The ladies love it.
I never have a problem with airflow. It's great.
They like the strange ankle. What the fuck is happening?
Hey, baby, you ever got a tusk job? I'll have you praying to Calistria in no time.
Oh my gods. Oh my gods.
What kind of cleric is that? Holy shit.
Fucking awesome cleric.
Buddy Christ.
Bloody Christ. Ugh. Alright, guys. Alright. Everybody. Lyra's here too, right?
No.
No. Okay. Whatever.
She's the medical debt.
Camp, yeah.
Fucking. Alright. So. What is our idea for this shit?
Well, I'm gonna eat this.
We need.
You should try the pie. It's really good.
We might do that.
I'm gonna snag a slice on the way out.
What are you guys thinking? My only idea right now is basically try to do like a full-on assault as somewhat of a diversion.
The diversion. I don't know.
We can go talk to the dragon.
Well, we're gonna do that, but I'm talking about just right now with what we have now and what we know now. I mean, we might go talk to the dragon, and the dragon goes, "Yeah, go fuck yourself." Just saying.
It happens. You know, do we know anything about like the nature of silver dragons?
Do we know anything about
Knowledge
it?
Arcana!
I'll take this one.
It's gonna be you.
That is a 32.
Parks, you know the nature of green dragons. It's generally bitey and
and
Smashy.
Scratchy.
Yeah.
And they like to fall.
They like to kill dwarves named Harsk. They have a magic spell called Smear.
more of a mundane action.
It's more of a mundane action.
It's a supernatural ability. So how's your Arcana check?
32.
Silver dragons are, whereas
Do you want to just give me the book and I'll... No, I'm
No.
just kidding.
whereas golden dragons are very much the, like, look at how good I am at everything, like hero dragons. Silver dragons are arguably more good, or at least more lawful. The golden dragons are definitely the good dragons, whereas silver dragons are the lawful. They're much more paladin-like.
Cool.
And diplomatic. They often assist with peace treaties. They do go hog wild when it comes to fighting off evil shit. So they're not averse to combat, but they don't necessarily actively seek it like some of the Goldens do. But yeah, but they are overwhelmingly good.
Alright. I share that with everybody. So,
Well, that kind of eases my concerns
yeah, well, I would imagine if he's
a
here,
little bit.
or if she's here,
Did you just assume that?
You could have seen it.
right? I didn't see anything. I'm assuming she's here to help, or he's here to help. But again, they might have something else in the works already, which might work to our benefit too, because if we can just piggyback onto that, that might work really well as well. So, I think after lunch we should hike to the fucking castle proper and check this thing out. But as of right now, I don't have a better plan than try to send some shit out diversion-wise and then go.
Yeah, on the off chance, the thing is, on the off chance that what Toad says is factual and there is a ceasefire going on, wouldn't want to, in that case, like, break that. But yeah, I think first thing would definitely be seeing the Silver Dragon and kind of just going from there.
Actually, fuck. Karsk, you told the commander guy that there was a ceasefire for 9 days, right?
Yeah, I did.
If it's bullshit, technically, that might put us at a disadvantage. If they're hoping we're gonna believe in a ceasefire and try to regroup and do some shit, taking down some defenses or some shit, and then they attack, we're fucked. As much as we're thinking about we could use a
They
ceasefire
could be rebuilding
to prepare,
their defenses.
they could already be doing some shit to do some stuff.
Mir curses a lot.
Mir curses a lot when he's tired and pissed off of
And out of ideas and over his head.
Been
Yeah.
working all day.
I don't like not knowing.
Worst wizard ever.
But we might want to go back and talk to the commander about that.
So do you think then, like, they're talking, like the town was talking about that the ship's kind of like backing off a little bit. You think that's all just a ploy?
Yeah. Again, Toad's not the one to be diplomatic. Let alone, he was really clear when he was talking to us. And I don't think I've ever fucking heard him do that.
But there was a dragon. Silver dragon.
But
I do wonder
No, the lava got him.
Lava.
There you're back.
There you go. I missed that.
Try
I
that
missed
again?
That last part.
Say it again.
if the dragon has any influence on what's going on. So
Well, there could be that too. So yeah, I think next step is figure out what's going on with the dragon. Barring that,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really a lot we can do outside of just kind of become part of the force of what's gonna attack.
yeah.
Because us fucking going in the way we did, we kind of got our asses handed to us. That could have ended a lot worse than it did. And it might have ended a lot worse than we think with Toad where he is. So
Yeah. No, agreed. And plus, I would need to, like, a full night's rest before I would be
well, yeah, that's what I'm
able
saying.
to
We need to recoup.
do
So
anything.
I think a day, 2 tops, and then we've got to be attacking again in 2 days. No, I don't think if we wait any longer, it's gonna fuck us.
All right, yeah. So we'll do today, and go see the dragon, and then we'll just, from how that interaction plays out, we can figure out what we want to do with day 2, if it's
Yeah.
prep or not.
Absolutely. All right,
Yeah.
Krieger, sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys spend the rest of the day just kind of resting, recuperating.
And walking towards the dragon.
So you are going to check out the...
Well, we wanted to head that direction.
Sure, totally.
Yeah, you said it would take like a day to get there.
Yeah, you guys can hop on a wagon and head there. It takes a couple hours, but that's it. Or, yeah, it takes about an hour to get there across town.
We can go there and then like camp out and then talk to him in the morning or something like that.
Sure. You guys stay at an actual inn. Back this far back from the siege lines, there are still functional inns. It's a bit pricey, but it's an actual bed instead of a cot or the ground or rubble. So 20 gold per person to stay, but it's reasonable.
Yeah.
And the food's
Bastion is
decent.
killing me.
Food's decent, and you guys rest for the night.
Yay.
You wake up in the morning. You are now in the... I used to have a word for this.
Loving embrace.
You're in the court district. There are a lot of government facilities here, so a lot of larger buildings that are cathedrals, or more cathedrals to Abadar, but these are more active, not just so much a place where you worship, but it's a place where government stuff happens, which in itself is worship of Abadar. Yes, because Abaddon is the devil. Abadar is the god of cities. There's a subtle difference there. But yeah, so there's a large militaristic-looking fortress off to one side. You can see a much more royal stature, like castle, like royal quarters type place. There's also a large domed Senate or Congress type of building where council members come to meet. There's also the living quarters in this area are much higher end. They really haven't been marred at all by the war so far. That's noticeable. Might be a few here and there, but Joe is writing something, and I'm concerned.
Huh? Oh, I'm just doing math for scrolls.
Okay.
That you
Sorry.
can now read again.
Okay. It's now the D&D book club. Cool. So,
Can we tell where the dragon went? You're assuming it's the royal castle.
stands to reason to be one of those three buildings. Either the fortress, the
Mayor.
castle, or the Senate.
Put your crown on. I have an idea.
I don't have my crown.
It's in your bag.
No. It's the key.
See, this is why you need to have the crown always.
Mayor.
Why? So you guys is... Wait. Let me get this straight. I mean, I haven't really been paying attention.
How are you going to get in there?
But your guys' plan is for me to go in to a silver dragon who is pretty much just good and try to lie to him. That's our plan?
You own the key. You own
No.
the key.
Not at all.
What was the plan? Why do I need my crown?
Put your crown on so they know you're Lord of the Manor.
They don't need to know that. It doesn't-
They do. How are you going to get past the guards?
We're the guys who literally just created the ceasefire. I think we can talk to the. I think we can talk to them.
You gonna make it through?
I don't know if that's going to work.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to figure it out.
It sounds too promising.
That doesn't work. I have plan B.
Sounds good.
Donut my way in. Oh.
Scream and smash my way.
That's a good plan.
Thank you.
Plan charge.
I'm gonna stand back and watch that plan happen
Okay.
and pretend to not be a part of it.
You do that.
Bluff check. Okay, so what would we like to do?
The dragon.
You want
Into
to
the
do the dragon?
Yes.
A man's tell me no.
Krieger wants to fuck a dragon.
I need 1 or 2 more levels.
Death by snoo
The
snoo.
minimum.
Death by snoo. Ladies. What is it? The spirit is willing. The
Flesh is bruised and
spongy. My favorite part of that whole episode are the skeletons at the side, and they're all just like
Crushed
smiling and shit with broken pelvises. So great. Yeah.
That's how I wanted that.
B. Arthur is the fembot femputer is pretty good too.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I never realized. You're right.
So we have a choice of 3 facilities to try to get into: the fortress, the castle, and the Senate. Where do you think the Silver Dragon's gonna go?
Well, I want to find somebody and go, like, as we get closer. Anybody else see that silver dragon?
That's a good idea, dude.
You find a 10-year-old. Yeah, it was amazing.
Where did it go?
I think it went to the Senate.
Cool.
The big round one, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Is the big round one the Senate? I have no idea. Harsh, is the big round one the Senate?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Good job, little
Thank you,
kid.
Harsh.
It was
Good job,
totally
kid.
wicked.
I was like,
Totally
well.
wicked. And I give him a gold.
Wow. Thanks, mister!
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna buy so much weed with this. No.
It's wartime, kid. Do what
Hookers
you
and
do.
blow.
Hookers. I'm gonna start my own war. Hookers and blow.
Thanks, mister! And he runs off.
See ya.
All right.
I was going
This
to name
it
a
is.
Triceratops George Young.
Nice.
Johnny Depp from Blow.
Yep. Cool. So you guys make your way over to the Senate building. It's first thing in the morning, so people are kind of gathered before the proceedings. There is a board out front. It seems the topic of discussion today is going to be the ceasefire.
I do want to eavesdrop on their conversation a little bit.
Sure. Give me a perception check. If you want to do it subtly, do a stealth check. It's busy enough here that you actually can do it pretty subtly anyway. Now that I think about it. There's a lot of bustle in this.
I'll do perception 25.
Okay. It's kind of the sentiment echoes what you heard last night or yesterday. It's primarily going to be a discussion of whether or not they can trust the aggressors to suddenly stop when they were getting in it or when they had an edge. Why would they be backing off now? What's the motives here? What's going on? This doesn't make sense. And what to do about it.
Alright. Any sign of the silver dragon around there?
There is no huge silver dragon anywhere in sight.
I would like to look for somebody that's silvery in nature. Like silver colored clothing.
Noted. Give me a perception check.
17.
Nice. You find an elven woman dressed in a silvery, kind of a mix between a dress and a robe.
I want to yell in Draconic before I respond to him and go, I want to yell in Draconic, the treaty may be a lie.
A couple of old men look over and just go, "Damn right it is!" In Draconic.
Cool.
The elven woman just looks at the man shouting.
That's the dragon. I'm sure of it.
Are you sure?
No,
Because she's wearing a silver...
I walk up to the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Ah, the loud one.
Yes. Are you a dragon?
No.
Okay. I walk back to Krieger. You were wrong.
Where did you find
That's
these
what a
people?
dragon would want you to say.
A dragon just flew over the city. I don't think it gives a shit about hiding.
I tried, okay? More than you did.
From behind you, a
Oh.
somewhat familiar voice is, "It's not about hiding, it's about fitting."
Well, I mean, that makes sense. It's a familiar voice?
Mm-hmm. You turn around and see a very large, bald man wearing large steel, very, very well polished armor and a very white tabard.
Does Meard remember who this
Dad?
Yes,
is?
you met with him a couple of times. There's a large, what was the iconography I had? Oh, large lighthouse on the tabard.
Is it Sterling? Fuck yeah!
I didn't know Sterling was bald.
Dude, I turn around. Dude, that's awesome.
In my mind, it was Prince Charles.
Wait, so it is Sterling?
Yeah, it's
Sterling.
Sterling.
Awesome! Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Wait, wasn't Harsk was one of the ones who was
yeah.
who was deputized or whatever, right?
Marshall?
Yeah, the little pin or whatever.
Mhm.
Nice.
Marshall, it's good to see you again. I remember you from the Beacon.
Yeah. This is a fucked up scenario.
It is. How did
Would
you
it-
find yourselves here?
Well, Bastion conscripted another person. I can't remember her name. Shyla. And she asked us for help. We ended up in another dimension, or another plane of existence, where all their fucking toys are coming from. We were only there for a few days, but apparently we were there for 3 months.
Harsk and Krieger. I need a sense motive check.
Oh. 7.
8.
Nice. Continue.
And when we made our mad dash out of there, fighting some weird clock,
Let's
oozy bitch.
discuss somewhere more private, less in the crowds.
Alright.
And as he walks, much like an ambulance, people just kind of part. He doesn't command them, but it's just there's an air about him where people just kind of get out of the way unconsciously.
Dragon farts, got it.
That's dragon breath. Clearly. He never brushes his teeth.
Smells like ass and ash.
But people just kind of part. They don't they're not in awe of him or anything like that. He's just a dude, big dude, but a dude. But just
they seem to be just naturally compelled to move out of the way.
Yeah, they just naturally move away. They still maintain their conversations. They just kind of
happen to move.
Yeah, happen to move out of the way.
Is he larger than Krieger?
No. But his presence is.
This guy's got nothing.
Got it.
In stature, yes. In presence,
gravitas.
Mm-hmm. He takes you actually into the main council room. There's a huge circular area with several tiers of chairs. One larger, actually 2 larger chairs at one end with a large podium, likely where the people in charge end up. There's everything in here is made of very finely crafted black and white marble. The pillars in here are black marble. The floor is stark white. The ceiling is kind of a swirl of both. And the acoustics in here are incredible. Just because of the shape of the place. The chairs are leather padded. They look like they're all made of dark wood. So this place is opulent, but very well used.
Sweet.
And he takes a couple of the chairs and moves them around a little bit, so you guys can kind of convene in a small circle off to one side. There's nobody else in the room at the moment.
Perfect.
Please continue. This is shedding light on things that I was trying to investigate.
Yeah. So we fought a clock god thing and jumped through a portal, and it popped us out basically in it's like the courtyard, right? Or park of here, which is a little unnerving because we watched the day before we jumped through that, which I'm guessing it would have probably been a month prior. A bunch of followers, I guess, of them walking a bunch of slaves through it into a giant tower. So, anyway, we showed up here, we rested, we came up with a great idea to go to the big giant floaty ship and fuck it up. We did end up taking out a whole level and freeing a bunch of slaves, but we almost died in the process, and we lost one of our guys. He gave us a message as he was taken, and then gave us a message saying he wasn't held as a prisoner, and that there's a 9-day truce, and all this stuff, which doesn't sit well with us at all, because our friend is
bloodthirsty.
Yeah, he's much more. He's not diplomatic at all. So it really makes no sense. I'm all but 100% convinced that this ceasefire is complete bullshit to set up for an attack. And I think the best plan of action is to attack first with whatever forces we can.
Things are tenuous at the moment. Many echo your sentiment. Many are hopeful that it is an unorthodox but legitimate ceasefire. You overstate your efficacy. I recently I just returned yesterday from scouting the airship. It appears they have locked down the aft hangar bay, but they still have another one very active. Luckily, it's not active sending its smaller boats to attack the city, but it is still very active.
Right.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, that's kind of why we left.
You say your friend is still there.
I assume he's still there. He was
We
taken while we were there. He didn't come back with us, and then we got a message from him.
Let's say we find out.
That would be awesome.
He takes one of his pauldrons just off, upends it, and he kind of chants a couple of words in Draconic. It's in Draconic, but it's really hard to understand. You can tell that the words are still there, but it's like listening to Middle English instead of just...
For a Scottish person that's drunk too much, speak English.
Yeah. No,
Like somebody who's dreaming, talking, it sounds like they're making words, but it's not.
It sounds like a much older version of the language you're used to. And the inside of the pauldron just mirrors up perfectly.
Krieger loves this guy, by the way.
Nice.
Krieger wants to fuck.
Sterling doesn't care.
No.
After about 10 minutes, Sterling asks, I need the three of you to focus on your friend, you said, who's still on the ship.
Sweet. I grab a really good image of the time he was on the by the tower, all fucking glowy and
Nice.
epic, and I just focus on that.
Sterling kind of takes a deep breath, and as you guys are focusing your attention on Toad, he exhales, and it's as though he is in the deepest parts of Alaska in the dead of winter. There's just a frost just pours out of his mouth and kind of forms, it begins to form shapes that kind of coalesce into a scene that actually does change color. It's similar to the weird Nanite bullshit in Black Panther, where it's just like, it's all black and all of a sudden colorful. Woohoo!
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's that similar kind of aesthetic where it's kind of it's billowy, but the colors are there. It just seems to change as the fog seems to change as it needs to.
Okay.
What you see is two figures. The one on the left is a woman who, at first glance, appears to be a half-orc with very dark, almost oily hair that pulls back into a ponytail, wearing very nice brown clothes that has the appearance of a military uniform, but no military iconography. But it's just very proper, very, very particularly done. As you look at her further, you realize she's not a half-orc. She's built like a human. She has the proportions of a human. She has the stature of a human, except she has slightly pointed ears. Her nose is almost snout-like, but kind of turned up. and the rougher areas of her skin appeared to be scales. And she is currently standing near a table similar to the war tables you've seen in the camps. Sitting and sharing a meal with your friend Todd.
Whoa.
And that's where we're going to stop for the week.
Whoa.
Todd wants to fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Nope, I don't believe it. Don't care. Mind control. That's what it is.
Wow. So Toad's the mastermind behind all this.
Oh, Toad's the asshole the whole time. What a twist.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's a good way to end that.
That was. Fuck!
I absolutely love the way you guys interpreted that, because I roleplayed this all out last night with Nick. And I'm just thinking, this is Nick just Battle of Witsing Matt. I don't feel this is Toad at all. And you guys are like, this isn't Toad at all. I'm just like, right!
It's not. It's total bullshit. Toad would never do this.
That's not right.
He's got a parasite in his brain. Shoot him in the face.
Neck check!
Oh shit! Oh my god, that would be the coolest twist ever. Is if Toad is the fucking brain from the keep.
He has stayed there.
Yes.